Why do white people pay so much attention to black people if they don't like them? You would think if you didn't like something, why would you be paying attention to it?
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke out of you when I see you.
Race play, Shannon Sharpe. Race play? I don't even want to talk about this. But the more videos I scroll past talking about Shannon Sharpe and this relationship that he had with this 19-year-old, and it's not just her with the race fetish. He obviously was turned on by these conversations as well, and he only released what she was saying.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like it.
Honey, if you thought the Shannon Sharpe lawsuit was messy before, buckle up. Because things just hit new levels of insanity. Turns out Katt Williams had already warned Shannon this exact nightmare was coming. And guess what? Shannon didn't want to hear it. Flashback to when Katt pulled up to Club Shay Shay last year. He tried to school Shannon, straight up telling him, when you're a black man in this ruthless industry, running wild with no self-respect, no discipline, and a reckless bedroom life, baby, it's only a matter of time before it blows up in your face. But did Shannon listen? Of course not.
All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TGJ, any of them, all lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I can have nothing on one of these.
Amen, amen.
Gee. I kind of didn't want to hear.
Right.
After that, I don't really kind of know where to go. Let me, one more time.
Right.
We good now?
Because the people want to know, well, why did he get blackballed?
Yeah,
because in 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. Something you wasn't supposed to be doing.
You will tell it.
And now, look at the mess. Shannon's knee-deep in a nasty $50 million 0 cents lawsuit filed by an OnlyFans model, no less, claiming he did horrific things to her when she was just 19 and he was 54. And if that wasn't bad enough, Shannon admitted to dabbling in some highly disturbing race play fantasies with her. Chile. Fans are dragging him all over social media, saying he didn't just fumble the bag, he fumbled generational wealth over his freaky, sick addictions.
We didn't make it about race. Shannon Sharpe did when he started going to find 19-year-old girls and training them how to degrade him racially in the bedroom. When he continued a relationship with somebody that was talking about she wanted his black baby gravy and wanted him to put a big black baby in her. And that's just the text messages that he released. So I know it's some more nasty, weirdo stuff in there beyond that. That's what he felt safe to show us.
But hold on, because it gets even deeper. This lawsuit? Yeah, it didn't just pop up out of nowhere. It hit right when Shannon was on the verge of signing a massive $100 million 0 cents media deal. And just months before, word on the street was he was trying to lock in a second explosive Club Shay Shay interview with Katt Williams.
Katt Williams said he left career-ending knockout blows out of his Club Shay Shay interview.
If you think about everything he said that were going to happen, it came true. And the fact that he's saying, I held back a little bit, he probably has stuff on people and he just using jabs instead of throwing that haymaker.
There's a possibility that you might hear the haymakers very, very soon.
Now people are putting 2 and 2 together, and the math is mathing, honey. They're asking, is this really about justice? Or are the industry gatekeepers trying to take Shannon out for daring to platform somebody like Katt Williams? And did Katt really warn him this was gonna happen? That the same powers that be would weaponize Shannon's own demons to destroy him? Let's get into it.
The liar knows what lie he told. You see what I'm saying? So even if I made it deceitful and I made you think that the answer is over here, but the answer is really over here, I'm still gonna be looking over here. me the one that tricked, because I know this is the right answer.
Baby, this Shannon Sharpe lawsuit has turned into a full-blown circus. And now it's clear Katt Williams saw it all coming like he had a crystal ball. He told Shannon, tighten your circle, clean up your mess, and stop giving these people ammo to destroy you. But knew Shannon didn't listen. And now it's playing out exactly the way Katt said it would. The worst part? The industry gatekeepers didn't even have to dig. Shannon gift-wrapped the dirt for them. Just look at the receipts he himself dropped. Nasty texts, race play confessions, and a 54-year-old man letting a teenage OnlyFans model degrade him publicly. Fans are sick calling it out. Perversion, lack of discipline, and exactly the lifestyle these elites love to exploit when you stop playing by their rule. And just so you're caught up, in case you missed it, on April 20th, a woman calling herself Jane Doe filed a lawsuit in Nevada accusing Shannon of grabbing her multiple times after they met at a gym in LA in 2023.
It's just in, the Texas attorney who targeted Sean Diddy Combs with dozens of civil lawsuits on behalf of John and Jane Doe's allegedly victimized by the music mogul has a new target in his sights. NFL legend Shannon Sharpe. A brand new lawsuit was just filed in Nevada claiming Sharpe was manipulative and eventually a Jane Doe, with the latest claims allegedly happening as recently as January.
And guess who's backing Jane Doe? Tony Busby, the same heavyweight lawyer who's been taking shots at Diddy and even tried to come for Jay-Z. In her suit, Jane Doe paints a disturbing picture. She claims their relationship started consensual but went dark real quick. She says Shannon pursued her hard, even though he was 54 and she was just 19. And once she gave in, she alleges Shannon treated her like a literal object, choking her, threatening her life, secretly recording her, even saying he wanted to do things to her so no other man would ever want her again. She even claims Shannon snuck into her apartment complex without her permission. And sis, it gets even wilder. Jane Doe says Shannon lost it one night and there was a gun nearby. She tried to secretly share her location with friends, terrified for her life, and when Shannon caught her, he allegedly grabbed her by the neck and said, "If you ever do that again, I will effing kill you." It was after Shannon's messy, viral IG Live in September 2024 with another woman that Jane tried to pull away. But according to her, Shannon wouldn't let her go. Then on October 6, 2024, allegedly, Shannon forced her to perform a act while she sobbed. She claims the didn't stop there. It allegedly happened again and again. By January 2025, Jane Doe says she was living in total fear. In her words, Shannon isn't just a sports icon. He's a manipulative narcissist who spent years using his fame to control and abuse women. She's demanding a full-blown jury trial and $50 million, 0 cents in damages. When the news broke, Shannon tried to clap back, issuing a statement through his lawyer Lanny Davis, naming Jane Doe as Gabriella Zuniga, an OnlyFans model who goes by She Is Carly on Instagram. But what Shannon posted next, honey, it backfired bad.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like...
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a to me now, so.
I don't want to be, don't manipulate me.
I don't know that mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke out of you when I see you. Thank you.
No, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in that.
Instead of clearing his name, Shannon practically dug himself a bigger hole. He dropped explicit text messages from Gabriella, thinking it would help, but it only made fans judge him harder. Like, seriously? What grown man at 54 messes with a 19-year-old and engages in race play? The texts were graphic. Zuniga allegedly talking about wanting Shannon to put a big black baby in her. Shannon's legal team claimed all their encounters were 100% consensual, just role play and fantasy scenarios that Gabriella begged for. They even said Tony Busby is trying to make a consensual adult relationship look criminal by selectively editing video footage. Still, the damage was done. Fans weren't just disgusted, they were horrified.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of okay, that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
Then, just when you thought this scandal couldn't get worse, boom, another bombshell. Shannon's own lawyer admitted Shannon offered Zúñiga $10 million, 0 cents to make it all go away. $10 million, 0 cents. Now, baby, if you're innocent, why offer a dime, let alone $10 million, 0 cents to stay silent? Tony Busby wasted no time clapping back, saying, this proves Shannon's scared. If everything was consensual, he wouldn't have tried to buy her off. Busby added, Jane Doe rejected the $10 million, 0 cents, and now Shan is trying to smear her and attack me, but we aren't backing down. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, Katt Williams' old warnings are echoing louder than ever. Katt allegedly pulled Shannon aside multiple times, telling him straight, clean up your life. You're handing them the bullets they'll use to shoot you down. And sadly, Katt was right, because Shannon's always had a trail of messy rumors following him, from D.O. whispers to leaking his own scandalous tapes to kill gay rumors. But when Shannon gave a platform to truth tellers like Katt and Monique, both notorious for exposing Hollywood's dirty secrets, he put a giant target on his own back, and the gatekeepers didn't have to look far. They just grabbed the trash Shannon was already living in. Now, fans aren't cutting him any slack. They're saying even if Shannon was targeted, it's his own lack of morals and judgment that made him an easy target. One user said, every detail about this case makes Shannon Sharpe look worse. A 54-year-old with a 19-year-old into race play? Wild. Award-winning journalist Ernest Owens didn't hold back either, writing, legal or not, a 54-year-old black man engaging in race play with a 19-year-old white girl is disgusting, period. And fans across the board are dragging Shannon in, reminding everyone that Katt Williams tried to save him from himself. One fan summed it up perfectly. Shannon Sharpe had an unnatural loyalty to losers, and now it's costing him everything. So what do you think? Did the Hollywood elites really set Shannon up for platforming Katt, or did Shannon destroy himself by living foul and ignoring the warnings? Drop your thoughts below, because this story is far from over. Picking right up from where we left off, the whole internet is buzzing, and baby, it's not looking good for Shannon. People are now asking some serious questions. Did Shannon's reckless lifestyle give the industry gatekeepers the golden ticket they needed to destroy him? Or was this lawsuit always part of the plan to silence anyone bold enough to give a mic to someone like Katt Williams? Because let's be real, it's no coincidence that this lawsuit dropped just as Shannon was about to sign a $100 million 0 cents media deal, and just as he was planning another unfiltered, no-holds-barred Club Shay sit-down with Katt. Baby, the timing is suspicious if nothing else. And Katt Williams had already said it clear as day that once you start challenging the status quo, they'll come for your throat, and they'll use your own dirt to do it. And now, that warning reads like a prophecy. Fans are heartbroken because they loved Shannon, but they're also being brutally honest. They're saying, we can't save you from yourself, Shannon, because no matter who orchestrated the takedown, Shannon made it easy. Nobody forced him to chase a 19-year-old OnlyFans model. Nobody made him engage in race play fantasies that left him wide open to humiliation. Nobody twisted his arm to run wild and reckless at almost 60 years old. He made those choices, and when Katt Williams tried to warn him, to beg him to clean up his act, Shannon laughed it off. Now, he's the punchline. People are now digging up old clips, old interviews, old messy receipts, and baby, it's looking like Shannon Sharpe's whole image might be permanently shattered. The irony? Shannon was supposed to be the disciplined, self-made Hall of Famer who beat the odds, the black man who defied stereotypes, who became the blueprint for success after football. Instead, now he's the latest cautionary tale of what happens when you mix fame, ego, freaky habits, and zero accountability. And honey, if you thought social media would be forgiving, you thought wrong. Fans are ruthless. One post that's gone viral said, imagine fumbling a $100 million 0 cents deal because you couldn't keep your zipper up. Shannon Sharpe fumbled generational wealth for a 19-year-old OnlyFans chick. Let that sink in. Another user wrote, Katt Williams told Shannon to move like a king, not like a clown. Shannon chose clown behavior. Now the circus is in town, and it gets worse because now reports are surfacing that the very same executives Shannon was negotiating with are already looking for his replacement. Yup. Deals that were on the table 2 months ago, gone. Silent, poof. They're already talking to younger, less controversial talent to fill Shannon's spot. Translation? He's officially been iced out, and that's the tragic part. Because if Shannon had listened to Katt Williams' warning, if he had respected himself and protected his brand, the industry wouldn't have had any ammunition to use against him. He would have walked into that $100 million 0-cents media deal clean. No lawsuits, no scandals, no headlines branding him a predator and a freak. Instead, he gave them everything they needed to snatch it away. And what makes it worse is Katt Williams is living proof that it didn't have to be this way. Katt never sold out. He never played by Hollywood's dirty rules. He stayed out of the parties, out of the scandals, out of the predatory circles. And yeah, Katt got blackballed for it, but you don't see Katt getting sued by 19-year-old OnlyFans girls, do you? Nope, because Katt kept his personal life tight. Shannon, he let it all hang out, literally, and now the world is watching his empire crumble. Even longtime Shannon supporters are feeling embarrassed. One tweet said, "We defended Shannon when he got blackballed by Skip Bayless. We rooted for him when he started Club Shay Shay." But this is indefensible. Another went viral saying, when you platform people like Katt Williams, the system will come for you. But Shannon made it too easy for them. All they had to do was open the closet he never cleaned. And that's real, because even if we agree that the industry is grimy, even if we believe Shannon was targeted, he still walked right into the trap. And that's what's breaking fans' hearts. It's not just the lawsuit. It's the betrayal of who Shannon could have been versus who he chose to be. Imagine being 55, a millionaire, respected, with a legacy most men would kill for, and throwing it all away for a messy, secret lifestyle you didn't even bother to hide. Now Shannon is scrambling. His legal team is fighting to spin the story. His PR reps are trying to paint Gabriella Zuniga as a money-hungry opportunist. He's posting videos calling it a shakedown and throwing Tony Busby under the bus. But it's too late. The narrative has already been written, and honey, it's ugly. Because when you read between the lines, this isn't just about one lawsuit. It's about a pattern of arrogance, a pattern of recklessness, a pattern of thinking fame makes you untouchable. And that's why even fans who want to defend Shannon are struggling. Because how do you defend someone who ignored every warning? How do you root for someone who thought he was too big to fall? In the end, Katt Williams' warning wasn't just a prediction. It was a prophecy fulfilled. And now, Shannon Sharpe is the cautionary tale future stars will whisper about in locker rooms and boardrooms. Don't be like Shannon. And honestly, maybe that's the saddest part of all. Because Shannon Sharpe could have been a legend. Instead, he's a scandal. A walking reminder that it doesn't matter how much money you make, how famous you are, how powerful you think you've become. If you hand them the bullets, they will pull the trigger. Pull the trigger.